Wane Celeste, Yaibin, Ife Nife Debiru. Hello, I'm Celeste. I'm going to talk about the history of Bashofu today. What is Bashofu? It is a banana fiber cloth made from a plantain variation of the banana that doesn't actually produce fruit. And historically, it's worn in kimonos. Ito basho is the Japanese name for this banana plant, and this means thread banana, different from the fruit-bearing bananas, and it was introduced from, or believed to be introduced from southern China to the Ryukyu Islands and Okinawa. Bashofu fiber and cloth construction. First, the banana fiber has to be collected. The banana trees are chopped down. Uhagi is the process of stripping the skin. All the skin is stripped off to get to the inner fibers. The very inner fiber is the softest and used in the more silky fabrics made for kimonos. The tougher fiber is the outer fiber, and that can be used in mats, tapestries, and they use it to make bags as well. The next step, treating the banana fiber. Utaki is boiling it in a basic solution. This kind of sets it, polymerizes it so it's stronger. Ubiki is scraping the silky fibers. So once it's been boiled, as in this picture, they strip off all the little fibrous pieces. And then uumi is spooling and knotting the fibers. So each strand of fiber is hand tied together into a longer strand and then spooled up. More on treating the banana fiber. Urikake and seiki is twisting the threads. So after they're tied together, all are thread now. These are just all thread is twisted. So they hand twist the long strands of tied together fiber to make it stronger. Kasuri musubi, threads that won't be dyed are wrapped in the outer bashofu skin to stay moist and not dry out and get crispy and crack. Then threads that will be dyed are dyed in a specific plant-based dye solution. It's very temperamental, like they have to keep it at certain conditions, otherwise it'll spoil. Construction, weaving the banana fiber. After everything's dyed, twisted, dried, it's hand woven on weaving machines now. Once weaving machines were introduced, a lot more fabric was being made. After the fabric has been woven, it is then washed with water, boiled in a wood ash solution, so another basic solution to strengthen it, and then it's soaked in fermented rice water solution, which is like a bit acidic, and that's to neutralize the fiber after it's been boiled in the wood ash solution, and then it is stretched out to its desired tension and thread separation, dried and ironed with a hot clay flat piece. Uses. Bashofu historically is used as daily wear by commoners in kimonos. It is an excellent fabric because it doesn't stick to skin in hot weather. And it's also historically been used as tribute to their rulers. or whoever conquered them. The Ming Dynasty was given 3,000 rolls after the Satsuma invasion, and bolts of plain, striped, and patterned has been paid as tribute to the Ryukyu kings. That's like the three main types of Bashofu is, or the patterns is plain, just one color striped, and then the patterns usually have blue, can have little dots, and I didn't go into much research on that, but there's quite a few different intricate designs. Currently uses for Bashofu, the traditional process has been continued, and after World War II made a, I'll get into this on the next couple slides, but they made an effort to keep it up as a cultural tradition. Cloth is used to make kimonos, bags for tourists, rugs, and furniture. And I've seen that outside of Okinawa, there's other places such as Africa who make banana fiber more for mats and bags and tourist items. Now, Toshiko Taira is a very famous lady. She was born in 1921 in Ogimi, Okinawa. It's kind of in northern Okinawa. When she was young, she learned to weave cotton and bashofu from her mother. And as an adult, she worked in a spinning mill where she was encouraged to study at a folk art museum by the mill's owner. She left during World War II, and when returned, saw the destruction and the big change in atmosphere, and everyone was struggling. And so she was determined to save the Bashofu banana trees and save the art of weaving itself. She began work on doing traditional Bashofu weaving, opened a Bashofu textile studio, and also held exhibitions of her work. She hired local weavers to learn the traditional way of weaving and help her with work. In 2000, Taira was proclaimed a national living treasure. She is 99 years old now and still continues to carry out the traditional weaving. And this is why I was interested. I love bananas. I love them in smoothies and breakfast. They make your brain feel better. And so I thought, they're so mushy. How can you make fiber from them? But the stalk was very fibrous, and I learned more about that. And also, I love the chemistry about it, how they used their resources, plant-based dyes and fermented rice water. I thought that was really interesting. Maybe it's like vinegary or something when it ferments, but yeah, and my references. So thank you for listening.